Hey there guys, are you ready to buy your first home but feeling a bit overwhelmed by all the costs that comes with it? Yeah, I know, it's bloody freaking tough. I mean, it's not just the price of the house that you have to worry about. There's all these extra fees like stamp duty that can add up and make it feel like it's gonna take forever to save up for. But good news, for all you first home buyers in New South Wales, the government just introduced a new option that can help make owning your first home a reality sooner. I'm gonna tell you all about it, so stay tuned. First things first, what is stamp duty? Stamp duty is the tax on property transfers in Australia, and it's calculated on the purchase price of the property. The amount you have to pay varies from state to state. For example, in New South Wales, you're likely to pay $33,000 in stamp duty on $850,000 property. But the good news for New South Wales residents is that the government just introduced a game-changing option that lets first home buyers choose between paying stamp duty upfront or in smaller amounts annually. It's called the First Home Buyer Choice Scheme. This scheme came into effect the 16th of January 2023. But if you purchased the property between the 12th of November 2022 and the 15th of January 2023, you can claim stamp duty back and opt into the new annual payment scheme. The annual rate will be 0.3% of the property's unimproved value of the land plus $400. Side note, the unimproved value is essentially the market value of the vacant land that hasn't been developed or improved in any way. Okay, back to the cost. So on the $850,000 property we discussed earlier, you'll now be able to choose between either paying $33,000 upfront or making annual payments of $1,270. You'll continue paying this fee as long as you use that home as your main residence, and when you sell the property, you'll no longer have to pay the annual stamp duty fee. Of course, there are some eligibility criteria that you need to meet to qualify for this scheme. Number one, the scheme only applies to properties that are worth less than $1.5 million. Number two, you need to be either a permanent resident or an Australian citizen. Number three, you must move into the property within the first year of owning it and live in it for at least 6 months. If after those 6 months you decide to convert your main residence into an investment property, the rates will change. The percentage of the unimproved land value will increase from 0.3% to 1.1%, and you'll have to pay an additional $1,500 instead of that $400. Okay, so you're probably wondering if it's better to go for this new first home buyer choice scheme and pay an annual fee, or just pay the stamp duty upfront at once. Honestly, it's not one size fits all answer. It really depends on your personal situation. Like, are you planning on living in the house for the long haul, or are you thinking of flipping it as an investment? If you're planning on staying put, it's probably best to just bite the bullet and pay the stamp duty upfront. But if you're on a tight budget and see a good opportunity in the market and you want to jump in, the new scheme could be a great option for you. Also, before you start worrying about how you're going to come up with that extra cash for stamp duty, it's worth considering that as a first-time home buyer, you may be eligible for stamp duty exemptions. That's right, you could be waving goodbye to that extra fee altogether. For example, in New South Wales, there's something called a First Home Buyers Assistance Scheme. If you're buying a newly built home that's worth up to $650,000, you could be eligible for exemption on your stamp duty. So it's definitely worth checking out before you start crunching numbers to pay for stamp duty. And just remember, this is all just general advice, and you should definitely talk to a professional and crunch some numbers before making a decision that's right for you. So there you have it, guys. Thanks for watching, and make sure to hit the subscribe button and like my videos for more great content. See you guys next time.